What's up guys, it's Josh from KeepItTechie, and today I wanted to do another video on a different Linux distribution called LinuxFX. Okay, so LinuxFX is a very interesting distribution. It was actually created by someone in Brazil. That's the country of origin where this distribution comes from, and you'll see that when I bring up the website. But it is Debian based, and what makes this distribution so interesting it is that the desktop looks just like Windows 10. So I'm excited to show you guys this. So if anyone is trying to get that's trying to get into Linux, you know, this might be a Linux distribution for you to check out. It kind of looks and feels like Windows 10. So I think you guys might want to, you know, check this one out once I go through and show you guys the review. But just to give you a little bit more information, it comes with the Cinnamon desktop. And like I said, it's heavily modified to look just like Windows. So you'll see when I actually go to the website and read a little bit about the actual distribution, and as well as when I install it, you guys will see that it looks just like Windows 10. It has that look and feel. But it comes with a lot of different tools, you know what I'm saying? Just like any other Linux distribution, you can install pretty much anything. The repo is Debian, so all the packages, you know, come from that main repository. And you can also, you know, install using, just like if you had Ubuntu, so sudo apt install application, or you can use the software center. When I actually went through and looked at the operating system beforehand, it comes with the Synaptic Package Manager, which is very easy to use. It's simple, but very easy to use, and it's a good package manager. So let's go down and go to the website and show you guys what LinuxFX is all about. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to do was go to Distro Watch. And if you don't know about Distro Watch, it's basically a place you can go to check out different news about all the different distributions that are out there. One cool thing about Distro Watch, and I'll show you guys on the right hand side, and actually I have to go back to the home page, but I'll open up the home page in another tab so you guys can see. But if you go to as soon as you go to distrowatch.com, you'll see on the right hand side, it ranks all of the Linux distributions that are out there. So if you're interested in a Linux distribution, you want to read a little bit about it, you can check this out, you know, and go through and look at all the different distributions. As you can see, you know, I've kind of clicked on them. I come here often. This is a cool website to actually look at. But if you go to a specific one, you know, it'll give you information on it. And that's what I was going to do for LinuxFX. I was going to go to their page and show you guys a little bit about it. But just so you know, this ranking system is based on page hits. So it's the amount of time that people actually go to the website. So as you can see, like MX Linux is ranked number 1. So because it has like 3,844 hits, and it just updated, so 3,839 hits, and it's actually going down. But that's how that ranking system actually works. And so as distributions get popular, you know, they'll, you know, move up and down on the rankings depending on how many times people go to the actual pages and stuff. And I guess MX Linux maybe got a new update or something, and a lot of people are checking it out, so that's why the page rankings are so high. But anyway, let's go to LinuxFX right fast and just, you know, look at their Distro Watch page. As you can see, it says LinuxFX is a Brazilian Linux distribution based on Ubuntu. And so Debian, Ubuntu, I said Debian in the beginning, but Ubuntu, same thing. It ships with a intuitive Cinnamon desktop. As you can see right here, doesn't this look just like Windows 10? That's the cool part about this actual distribution. And also you can get this theming and everything put onto any distribution, but this one is cool because everything is put together for you. So let's go back to the main page, but it says it ships with the intuitive Cinnamon desktop user interface designed to facilitate migration of users from Windows. So that's what they had in mind when they actually built this distribution. So when you open up LinuxFX, it will look just like Windows. and it'll have that same feel. So I know I'm kind of repeating myself, so I'm not gonna go too or read too much more, but let's go on and install the actual distribution right fast so you guys can see how to go through the installation. It's very simple. I already have a virtual machine built and set up. It has 8 gigs of memory. I gave it 4 cores from off my processor, off my host processor, just to give it a little bit more. But I believe the minimum is 2 gigabytes. And actually, let me go to their main page right fast, which you can find a link to all these different distributions pages by, you know, just looking down here. It has the home page, so you can go to it. I already have it open, and I already have it so I can show you how to download the ISO. But on the main page, as you can see, it's in a different language. It's Brazilian. So one thing you could do, they don't have the system, or they don't have a website set up where you can change it to a different language. So you got to kind of use like Google Translator, which, you know, I have that add-on to the Brave browser just in case I need it. Most of the time I don't use it and I have it turned off, but whenever I need it, I turn it on so I can use it for a specific page and then turn it back off. But so anyway, to download Windows FX, you want to go to the download page, just hit Windows FX, and it'll open up another page. You could donate to them, or you can click here and it will take you to the SourceForge page where they have the ISO. So all you have to do is download it from here, and just so you know, LinuxFX is code name for this is Windows FX. So all you gotta do is hit download here. You know, it'll download the actual ISO for you. I already have it stored, that's why I already have it saved, so I'm not gonna download it, but that's how you download it right there. Now let's go ahead and get to the distribution and install. Okay, cool. Like I stated, I have the virtual machine already built. So let me go down and start it up right fast. I want you guys to see it from the beginning. So let's check this out. And let's just make sure I have the right ISO selected. But cool. So as you can see, you know, grub type menu, just like any other distribution. So let's press enter there to start WinFX. As you can see, man, this is super cool. You know, you wouldn't, if you didn't read like all the words that are there, you know, you would think this was Windows 10. So it's pretty cool, man. And I forgot to turn on the audio, but whatever. Let's go down and configure the monitor resolution right fast so we can make it look right. And it might not look right. I might have to redo this. So boom. And we can go to start the installation right fast. Cool. So it pops right up with the desktop. You can actually close this if you wanted to, and you know, just play around with the desktop, but we're gonna go through with the installation right fast. So just select your language, and like I said, it's pretty simple, man. It's just like any other Linux distribution when you go through the installation. So English on my keyboard. Let's just install it just to see what happens. But this is the multimedia codecs, and I knew it was gonna do that. It did that to me the last time I installed it. So let's go in here to the display again, because I want you guys to, you know, see the full screen. I want to make sure it, you know, it shows the full screen. So just give me 1 second. All right, keep this configuration. There we go. And so now we at the installation page where it's gonna basically select the hard drive, you know, go through and partition the drives, you know, and all that good stuff, and then go through the install. So that's pretty much it on the installation. Straightforward. Just hit install now. So I go down and turn on some music, because all it's gonna do is like kind of ask if you want to verify, if you want to wipe the drive. Oh, I forgot about this part. I thought it was pretty much finished. So Los Angeles. Oh yeah, and you got to create your account. So just give me 1 second. And then Linux FX. Let's type in a password right fast. And cool. So that's pretty much it on that. And there we go with the installation. So I'll turn on some music and we'll go through the installation, just wait for it to finish, and I'll be back when it completes. Okay, cool. So the installation is complete. You know, it'll pop up with this installation complete box, and it just has that Windows feel, you know what I'm saying? So you just hit restart now and pretty much it's done. It'll reboot. You'll see, you know, it'll pop up just like in any window. If you've done a Windows installation, you've probably seen the message that's gonna pop up now. And forgot to turn back on my picture, but there we go. It should pop up, you know, this right here. I've seen it a million times doing Windows installation where it says please remove the installation media, then press enter. You know what I'm saying? So the VM is gonna you know, remove it itself, and let's go down and boot this thing up. And I just can't get over how, you know, if you don't know this is a Linux distribution, or if you've never used a Linux distribution and you boot this thing up, you wouldn't have any idea that this is a Linux distribution. You know what I'm saying? Look at the, you know, the login page. And when I was testing this thing out, I made the screen like super huge because I did an install of it previously, and I made the screen pretty huge, and I set my son in here and had him, you know, click on it. I logged into it or whatever, and he was like, wow, this is, you know, why you got, when you switch to Linux, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when you switch to Windows, because, you know, it looked just like Windows. And I was like, nah, it's Linux. So, you know, it's pretty cool. So let's go down and log into the thing right fast and show you guys the desktop. Okay, cool. And then, so it's finally up. I'm gonna get to this in a second, but it does have like an assistant built into it. So let me go down and fix the screen right fast so you guys can, you know, fully see it. And let's see, keep this configuration. Let's go down and close it. But yeah, the first thing it's gonna do is pop up with and actually I'm gonna close that one, but it pops up with this one. It's kind of like a, you know, set up your system like Windows when you first, you know, log into it. You know, this is Cortana. Well, this is Helloa, and so it's just basically something like Cortana, but it's connected to your Google account. So you can connect this thing to your Google account, and I'll just click on it just so you guys can see. But let me close that. But I'm not gonna connect to any of my accounts on here. But yeah, it's just like, you know, in GNOME you can add an account or whatever. They just have like a pop-up for it when you first boot up the system. It wants to, you know, connect to your Google account or your Facebook account, all that good stuff. And also, this is it right here. This is the settings. And it's just, you know, crazy how much it looks like Windows. So let me close that. And actually, I'm gonna close this Cortana. It's gonna try to keep forcing you to finish setting up the system. That's why it kind of logged me out. So it'll come back up in a second. It had to do some more configurations. So if you had like if you put your Google account information in there, you know, it'll, you know, align the operating system with your Google account. All right, cool. So let me log back into it right fast. All right, cool. So it saved my desktop settings and everything. So that's pretty cool. But let me go down and close that thing. But it's Helloa. It's actual application. You can install it on any Linux distribution. You know what I'm saying? They just have this one. It looks similar to Cortana, the way it pops up. And actually, that's it right there. You can click on it and you can actually search the system. You can search the web, you know, and it's all tied to your Google account or whatever account you attach it to. So, because I think you can use your Microsoft account as well. So, but let me go on and give you guys a quick tour of the desktop. So if we go, like I said, it's the Cinnamon desktop. Here's the, you know, shutdown, or the button that you know, use to shut down. But if you know Windows, you know what I'm saying, the shutdown button is actually under here, like that. So pretty simple. And I like the, you know, the theming of it, you know what I'm saying. It all looks pretty cool, the way they themed it, and it looks pretty much the same. So like I said, that's the power off button. Then you got your calendar right there, you know what I'm saying, battery, and they use all the same images like on Windows. And then you got your volume, you know, your connection, your wireless, or, you know, connection settings right there. You got printer settings right there. And then this is the updater. So, you know, and it kind of looks like Windows. It gives that feel, but you can, you know, update the system right there. And this actually, you know, does a system report. You know, it'll do like system checks, and it'll pop up there when something, you know, needs to be ran. I'm gonna close that though, because I don't need to do it. But this is cool right here. You know, it's got the weather, you know what I'm saying, of your current location. And then also, that's one thing I don't like. I don't like when things, you know, recognize where I actually am, which I live in Las Vegas, and so it automatically recognizes my location, which I really do not like. I don't like when operating systems do that, you know, but that's convenient for people, you know, that actually don't care. I just like to value my privacy, because I don't know where this information is being sent to. So if it even is being sent anywhere, but whatever. But this right here, that was, you know, that's jumping up and down, that's the CPU usage and, you know, processor usage. And when I clicked on it, it opened up the system monitor, which is basically, you know, just like in Windows, you know, this is the processors. So the processes, I mean, so all the different applications that are running on the system, you know, you got your resources, and you got your file system. So pretty cool the way they design this thing. So let's close it. And then if we go over here, it comes with default Google Chrome. They try to tie everything to your Google account if you have a Google account. But I'm not gonna open up Chrome. We all know what Chrome looks like, but it's a, you know, regular version of Chrome. And then I just wanted to open this up. This is the File Explorer. So just like in Windows, it looks similar, you know what I'm saying? And this is the actual Home tab. And if you click right here, this will take you to the system properties. So you can open that up, and that actually opens it opens it up, so it looks just like Windows, you know, that system, you know, system settings that you can open up in Windows. But this, you know, of course says Windows FX 10, you know, powered by LinuxFX operating system. So this is the desktop, you know, with Helloa Assistant, and you know, it has your system information, your computer information. And then let's go down and activate Windows, right? Well, nah, this is, you know, it's just the terms, license terms, and all that good stuff. But yeah, you can go in and click on all this stuff. It's just like all your settings. So that's systems information. You know, you can go through. Well, it's similar to the device manager. So they named it, you know, system information, and make it look just like Windows, which I mean, it kind of looks. This is exactly how it looks, you know, on other distributions. It's just, you know, the theming is what makes it look, you know, just like Windows. So remote settings, you know, system protection, advanced system settings. I'm not gonna, you know, click on let's click on this one though. But yeah, that looks just like system manager or Windows manager, or whatever it's called. You go in and manage. You can go in on the what is it, computer, I think, and then go manage, and this what pops up. That's the system properties, where you could change. You know, you could change it, add it to a work group. You know, all that good stuff, as well as like it's stored up. This is where I normally have to go through and, you know, clean people's computers and remove a lot of applications that's stored up. You know, when the system comes up, you know, it's made to look like that area in Windows. So let's go down and close that. But yeah, it has, the File Explorer has, you know, all the same folders, you know what I'm saying? Desktop, documents, music, you know, it's all broken out just like, you know, in Linux as well. So let's go down and close that. Now this is the software center or software manager. This actually opens up Synaptic Package Manager. And one thing it'll do, you know, if you've used Linux before, you probably use, and actually no, this is that software manager. I thought they had Synaptic, and maybe I'm tripping. Oh, that's the Mint install. Okay, but it should have Synaptic on here. Last time I looked at this thing, it had Synaptic Package Manager on there. Well, maybe they, you know, added that to it, but that kind of, you know, looks like the Microsoft Software Center. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's the regular old, you know, Linux installer. So you can just click through and install whatever application you need. You know, it has all the different applications, but let's show you what's on here by default. And I'm not going to click on any of this. This is just, you know, showing you how to use your workspaces, and then the Helloa right there. And if you click right here, this is, you know, it's a shortcut to get to certain things on the system, you know, like system management, settings, you know, all that good stuff. Now, if we hit the start menu, this will go through, you know, show you all the applications. It's the terminal, of course. This is software center, you know, files, system settings or control center. And then you can lock the screen right here, as well as log out the system. But just to get to the applications, I want to show you under accessories. You know, this is kind of what it comes with. It comes with, you know, a lot of base Linux applications, you know, archive manager, calculator, you know. And one cool thing, you know, since it's made to look like Windows, they got Visual Studio, you know, code on there, which you can install on any, you know, Linux distribution. But, you know, they have this pre-installed, as well as, you know, Wine Tricks. So Wine is on here as well, you know, so you can try to install certain applications, Windows applications, using Wine. And then under games, you know, it's cool. They got the Xbox symbol, just like on Windows, you know what I'm saying? But Steam is under there. So these are basically the categories. Like Office right here, it says Office, but actually this is Open Office. So let me open up the Word one. And this is Open Office. So if you haven't used Open Office, you can, you know, check it out for yourself. But the icons that they use, you know, it makes it look just like Microsoft Word, when actually it's not. It's Open Office. So you'll see, or Only Office, I'm sorry. So Only Office, you know, that's what's actually installed on here. Sorry for saying Open Office, but it's Only Office. So, and as you can see, you know, documents, you know, as soon as you create them, you know, they'll be saved as a docx, which is the same version Microsoft uses, or the same document format that it uses. So when you save the file, you can easily transition it over to a Windows system if you need to. But you can do everything here. Now pretty sure they had a Windows fonts on here. So I see Arial. So one of the other ones I typically look for is like Times New Roman, which I'm sure is in here. And if it's not, you can always get, you know, some of those fonts. You can actually copy them from your Windows system. So if you have a partition around, you can go in and get the fonts and drag them over here. So it looks like Times New Roman is not on here. No, it is. There we go. See, couldn't find it, but Times New Roman, Arial, what's that other one? It's another one that I use. I can't remember. It's C something. Is it? I think it might be that one. Maybe not. I can't remember what that font name was, but it's one that I use on Windows all the time, you know, for different documents. But it's pretty much it. That's open or only office. I keep wanting to say open office, but it's only office. And if you go through here, you know, it has you know, a lot of the same applications you will see on many distributions that are out here, except, you know, a lot more Windowsy type applications. So you got Firefox, you got Microsoft Teams on here, remote desktop client, Skype, Team Viewer, which is another cool thing that they have on here, Telegram desktop, which you can install on, you know, Linux distributions. You can install, you know, Skype on any other Linux distribution as well. I know in Arch is in the AUR, so you can get it out of the AUR. And if we go through, you know, it just breaks out a lot more of this stuff. So hold on, it comes with Audacity pre-installed, which is pretty cool. I haven't seen many desktop environments that have Audacity pre-installed. It also has Kodi. That's cool right there as well. Simple screen recorder, VLC pre-installed. So this thing has everything you need, really. You know what I'm saying? And then here we go, Windows apps. This is where you can go to mess with Wine. So if you know anything about Wine, you know what I'm saying, it's a way to install some Windows applications on your system. So not all applications are compatible when using Wine, you know, on Linux. Some things are very fragile, like certain applications are fragile. So like if you do an update on your system, on your main system, it may break something, break the application that you're using Wine on, you know what I'm saying? And then also you can't really update the application. So if it's new features in a newer version of whatever application, if it's not compatible with Wine yet, then you can't use that upgraded version. Even though you have it installed on your Linux system, you can't use that updated version. You can't update the application in certain cases. So yeah, but that's cool that it has Wine installed on the system. So, and then here are your administrative tools. So all your Linux applications, you know, that you would typically use, you know, gported, disk usage, you know, analyzer. I wonder if this looks like on Windows. Somewhat. No, not really. That's Linux all day right there. If we go down here to administration, what else? The printer settings. And actually I didn't go into the system settings. Let's see. Might be like, so let's go in. Yeah. And this is this is so cool right here. So you know how when you click the start menu on Windows, there's the wheel or the gear wheel that's normally like right in here somewhere, and it opens this up, the settings. So this is pretty cool. They made it look just like, you know, Windows. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? You can go through and look at your system the exact same way. And I'm not gonna dig too deep into this thing, but this is pretty much the same settings. They're just made to look, you know, like Windows. So it's pretty cool. And we go down here and let's see, preferences. This is where you can go in and actually just go back to that same thing, because if you click on display, it'll take you to this window, and actually that's a window you can get to from the full settings menu. So Let's go to what is it? System properties? No, not properties. Let's go to control panel, or see if we can go to, yeah, there we go. And if we type in here, you know, you can type display. If it so the advanced search feature is not activated. I'm not gonna activate it, but you would think they would have that, you know, activated by default. But yeah, we can go through and find it right fast. But it's probably in the customization, yeah, and then maybe not. There we go. Change display settings. So there we go. So you can get to it from in there. Let's press back, and so that's all I wanted to play around with though. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is pretty cool, you know what I'm saying. Let me change the desktop background so I can get a quick image for the thumbnail. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, please check out, you know, Windows FX or Linux FS. You know, just check it out for yourself and just see if you actually like it, you know what I'm saying, and maybe something that'll help you transition from Windows to Linux. So check it out for yourself, you know what I'm saying. I really think it's a cool distribution for, you know, like people that are trying to get into Linux, you know what I'm saying, and they can't let go of the way things work in Windows. This will kind of help you with that transition. So I appreciate you guys checking out the video. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, leave comments down in the comment boxes below, and of course, keep it techie.